Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, hello. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe right now. Turn on the notification bell, give this a thumbs up. Just do it all, do it all. So today we're doing live Claire Tarot readings. These are personalized readings. So if you get one, that means I'm talking caca directly to you. And I'm also doing energy work, lots of different activations, stuff that will harness this solar energy that's going to be coming through. July 2nd, we're going to have a partial solar eclipse. That's some intense stuff, guys. That's some intense stuff. So, okay, I don't know where the link is. Give me 1 second. Give me one. Let me just, I look like a what? A smexy kitten. Oh, do I? Meow. Okay, hold on. Quit messing around. I can't think now, you guys. I cannot think. I just need the link. Let me get a link for y'all. For y'all. I'm gonna start singing church songs up in here. I think I need to sing some church songs. Get Jesus involved in this. Jesus is a good friend of mine. Okay, there's the link. If you want to purchase an expedited request, some of you already pre-purchased. So the line goes in the order that the expedite is received. In addition to that, I didn't forget, we're going to do number wars. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. All right. You guys don't know what number wars is? You're so missing out. I don't even know what to tell you. Okay, here it is. All right. We are going to begin. We're going to begin number wars. What that is when I pick a number from 1 to 100, the first comment that I see that guesses the number that I wrote down, excuse me, I burped, you'll be winning a Claire Tarot reading from me. So, all right, go ahead, get started. Let's see. I said go ahead, go ahead. Let us see. And you can take as many guesses as you want. Perfectly okay with me. Wait. No. Mamie, you won at 27. Congratulations, Mamie. Where's mine? Here we go. All right, we're going to choose some cards. Let's do this. I'm ready. For what? I don't know, but I'm ready. I'm a Girl Scout. Not really, but you know, I hear they're born ready. I don't know if you should be listening to me today. All right, let's see. Mamie, let's get you some cards. Let's see what's going on here. All right, we're getting Mamie's cards to give her clarity on her badassery. Oh, look at you. Okay. So you have 7 of diamonds. This is about balance, self-compassion, forgiveness. You need some of this, Mamie. You need some. Stop being so hard on yourself. I think this has to do with something from earlier today where it's like this feeling of, did I mess up again? Did I mess up again? No, you didn't mess up again. Balance. You have to experience these setbacks in order to learn new ways, different ways of achieving the same level of success. Very good. It makes you well-rounded. It definitely makes you well-rounded. So your second card is chance, risk, creativity. Your higher self is asking you to stop playing it so safe. Stop being so stringent with yourself. You don't always have to follow all the rules unless I set the. No, I'm kidding. You don't have to always follow all the rules to the letter. Sometimes it's not only okay but necessary. Oh, this might have to do with. I'm not saying it. Don't do this at work, but it might have to do with work. So sometimes you have to bend the rule a little bit, slow bending to do what's actually right. Okay, so just take that in. You haven't been doing anything bad. You haven't not been doing enough. You haven't been doing too much. You're perfectly where you're supposed to be. Okay, so now let's do one more. Let us. What in the mother freaking? We're calm. Let's go ahead and pick another number. All right, I have the number. Am I freezing? Maybe I should calm myself down. Maybe I should calm down. You're welcome, Mimi. Let's see. Oh no, that's not it. Let's see, let's see. It's a lot of numbers. Wait, no, that wasn't it. Y'all are getting so close. So close. Okay, no, that wasn't it either. I should maybe wear my glasses. My eyes are starting to cross. Let's see. There. Claudia, stop with the iCloud shit. Claudia, you won at 94. Congratulations, Claudia. All right, let's get you some kitty cards. Claudia C, you won. All right, let's do this. Let's get Claudia some cards, get her some clarity. All right. Ooh. Let's see. All right. Oh! Let's shuffle one more time. I love the way these cards shuffle. Ooh. Okay, 4 of spades. 4 of spades. This is about nourishment, bare essentials. Are you actually nourishing yourself? Are you allowing yourself to be replenished? And I kind of think you are. I think you're done with the depletion phase. I think you're finally allowing yourself to receive again, to begin receiving energy, support, abundance in various forms. Very, very good. Very, very good. And notice how the umbrella is yellow. This is about personal power, which goes with the number 4. 4 is the number of self-love. The spade tells me you a Jedi. I'm not talking about J-E-D-I. I'm talking about D-J-E-D-I, the spade. If you guys don't know what that is, Google can be your friend because I'm not going to tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. You'll figure that out yourself. How cool. So you got 4 of spades and then 5 of spades. So you see that? You see that? Which equals 9. When you love yourself, you create change. And when you put those two together, you find God. God and the Jedi. Okay. 5 of spades. Your core self. And this is about emotional depth. Your skeletal structure, the structure that that your spiritual path is laid on, it's a very solid one. You don't have to worry so much, okay? Like you don't have to worry about um, getting into spiritual and energetic circumstance that you can't handle. You can handle all of it more so than you think, more so than you realize. So just kind of allow yourself to sink back into your greatness. No more of that fighting and doubting who you are and what you can handle. Okay. All right. So let's get started. Let's see who will be my first. All right. Alexandra Dionisio for a scan. Alexandra, do you know what you want scanned? Well, obviously, you know what you want scanned. Do you want to tell me what you want to scan first? And I'm a worry wart too, so you don't have to worry. Okay, you can have everything. Seriously, everything. And it's funny because I think I'm actually mirroring you, or you're mirroring me, or we're mirroring each other, because I just got this message as a personal message yesterday. I don't know if I'll listen yet. I will when I'm ready. So let's see. Alexandra Dionisio. Are you here? Thank you, Della Murphy. Lissy, yes. If the message resonates, definitely take it in for yourself. Definitely take it in for yourself. How about this? How about we go ahead and we'll mark this pending and we'll go to the next person. Okay. Ooh. Catherine Garland. This is for karmic containment and clearing, as well as a solar supercharge. Ooh, what are you planning to do? This combo. This is a mother freaking combo. All right, Catherine, are you here? I think I saw you comment earlier. Okay, let me just put my jacket on because I don't know. I think I live with Vikings. Always got the AC freaking blowing so hard. Like, what are y'all trying to do? Make popsicles? Jeez Louise. I'm always so damn cold in the house. Okay. So let me just choop. Okay. Here's my earbuds. So Catherine, breathe very deep and very slow. For those of you that are sensitive to energy, you might be feeling the overspray of this energy, okay? All right. Excuse me. Okay. Set your field on fire. We're going to amplify your blaze. This is going to be pure solar energy. 3, 2, 1. Something's just outside your shield. Put your right hand up, palm facing out. I'm going to tap into your grip. I'm going to run electricity for you. Send it out through your right hand. Aim for whatever's moving right outside your shield. Send out the electric. Let it flow through you. No fear, no restrictions. All right. How do you feel? Girl, that was a lot. That was a lot. I loved it. I loved it. Tanya Varela, pick whatever calls to you, even if you don't understand the description or understand why you would choose something like that. It's probably what your higher self is guiding you to. So she's hot. Hot. So since something was trying to breach your shield while I was working on you, we went ahead and ran a very specific type of electric current through your entire field. Now, with the way my electricity runs, it doesn't just run through the field. It recodes every single pathway that it goes through, so that if it runs through that pathway again, it will amplify the charge. So, Catherine, basically right now, your entire auric field is primed to be a conduit for bioelectricity. So when you go to clear your field or clear your home, whatever it is you're trying to do to protect yourself, see electrical fire running through. That's just an extra layer of badassery. Make sure you don't get up right away though, okay? The human mind needs a little bit of time, maybe like 10 minutes or so, to recalibrate. Your inner ear might be affected, not severely, but I just don't want you to like lose your balance or anything like that. So you might feel a little bit woozy, you might feel a little lightheaded. And if you start to get dizzy, like you feel like you're gonna pass out, make sure you eat something slightly sugary or like drink some juice, because this process can have a tendency, it doesn't always, but it can have a tendency to deplete your glycogen. Okay, that's like the stored sugar. Um, that's what fuel is usually stored in your liver in case you have to do a fight or flight adrenaline rush. I full full dilation of your pathways, so that burns up a lot of sugars. Okay, so just make sure you stay seated. All right, let's go back to Alexandra Dionisio. Dionisio. Am I not saying that right? I feel like I'm butchering that. Hello, Los. Alexandra, are you here? Hello, Christopher Bird. Chirp, chirp. Oh, you guys, I got a bird story like no other. So I've been warring with the wild turkeys in this neighborhood for about like 7 months already. Every time I catch them, well, I don't actually catch them. Every time I see them outside, I talk hella shit to them. I'm like, mother, you stay on your side of the street. This my turn. I talk all kind of crap to them. And they're always yelling at me. I'm like, shut up. Ain't nobody want to hear you. And then yesterday, I had been, because of that bird that was on the fence with a little like fancy feather on his head, I named him. He's my homie. His name is Fancy Pablo. And so I was trying to get Fancy Pablo to come back, which he never came back, that bastard. He never came back, but I'd been feeding all the neighborhood birds in the backyard for the past 2 days. And so late yesterday, late in the afternoon, evening time, the turkeys came. And they were standing, one was a lookout, it was standing on the fence, and it was looking at me, eyeing the food on the ground. And so I ran to the sliding door, and I was cussing him out. I said, don't you eat that. That's for Fancy Pablo. You're not my homie. And then I was like really getting into it, really fighting with the turkeys. And then they didn't care. They just like got off the fence and started walking off. And I saw they had babies. And I was like, oh, you guys have babies. Come back. Feed the babies. And they didn't care after that. So I took all the stuff off the floor that I could pick up, and I was throwing it over the fence. And I was like, feed your babies. And then my husband was like, oh, so now they're your friends. Yes, they have babies. You can't be mean to a baby. And so now they're my homies. And so I was yelling from across the fence, y'all are my homies. And they didn't care. They kept walking. But I felt like their spirit felt me, and now we're homies. And so like maybe an hour later, I went outside the front of the house because we had to go pick up pizza for the gluten whores that live here. I don't know why y'all still eat gluten. Anyways, we went outside through the front, and I was half expecting them to be walking across the street, and I was going to actually let them walk on my side of the sidewalk. I wasn't going to be like a jerk and be like, cross the street. But they weren't there. But I went and I looked, and they left me a huge turkey feather. And I was like, see, proof. We're homies now. We're homies now. So, okay, let me just refocus. Alexandra, you're not here, are you? I will judge you, gluten whore. But I like you a lot. Okay, Susan P. Garcia. Ooh. Okay. All right, let's do this. Susan, are you here? I'm okay with raccoons, possums, snakes, and birds. I'm okay with turkeys now too. I don't know if y'all know this, but turkeys can fly. They can fly to the roof of a 2-story house. They were doing a gang initiation on the 2nd story of this house. And I took a video. Get that gang activity out of here. You know, I don't know. Turkeys are all over the place. They might just not be in that Okay,
You
Susan.
see, she's
Care gluten whore.
I'm just trying to help you out, you know what I'm saying?
You glutinous dairy whore.
All
All right. All right, Susan. No, don't be weary. Don't worry. All right. I once saw a video of a guy feeding a raccoon, and you'd think those little bastards would be thankful, but it took the food and then bit him. I was cracking up. Oh, Sue. Good Jesus. Good Jesus. Sue, you had a question about soulmates. Yes. You need to be weary. This is not a soulmate. This is a twin. Sue, why would you do that? Why would you call them in? Okay, all seriousness. I think a part of you, I think you have risen in awareness enough that a part of you went active and is now actively calling in your twin. Girl. You're gonna have a turkey moment. You're not my homie. Oh, there's babies. You're my friend. So here, you wanted it, you got it, girl. You got it. They're coming. They're on the way. They're on the way. You two might be experiencing synchronicities without even realizing it. Like if you suddenly have a change in mood or are suddenly craving a certain food that you don't normally crave, or you're suddenly tasting things and you're not eating that food, you might be pulling in their experience. Antonio Orellana, you know you're a tease. You're my twin. I will quote Friday as well. Not your twin. A motherfucker. You lucky I ain't your twin. You can't handle me as your twin. Ask my twin. You can't handle me. That's right. Anyways, card number 34, Sue. In the world, not of the world. Look at you. Just free falling back into that grace. This twin energy has got you just like, whoo. That's amazing. Allow all of the other people's BS to just swim past you. What I'm getting is that as you're rising, all seriousness now, as you're rising, more and more people who you once were able to relate to will begin to fall by the wayside. And some of them might become very resentful of this, because these people that become resentful, I think it's two of them. The ones that become resentful are the ones that were feeding off of your energy. And now that you're inaccessible, they're going to be real mad. Okay. They're going to start saying things like, oh, you think you're better. You've changed. This is not how you really are. You know what? Just let them be. Let them swim past with their rotten, fishy ass. Let them just keep swimming past. Okay. And then card number 2, inner trust. So you have to trust yourself to know who to let go of and who to hold on to. One of the things about you is that you have a tendency to try too hard to be worthy of someone's friendship, of someone's love. You are worthy of that, just being yourself. You don't have to bend over backwards to be worthy of someone else's love. Then if that's the case, that's not love. That's servitude. Okay, that's a form of slavery. And you're a sovereign. You're not a slave. So definitely just take that to heart about you being worthy as you are. Some of these people will make you feel as though, well, you weren't good enough to be my friend anyways. You weren't good enough to be around me anyways. Well, that's fine. Then don't be mad that I'm gone. Okay? Take that in. Definitely take that in. Let's see. Sue, I hope that resonated with you. Next, we have Mamie. Mamie, do you have a question for the cards? And if you guys would like to purchase your expedite, just follow the link in my comment. You're welcome, Sue. So let's see. I know Mamie was here earlier. I mean, I see your comment, Rosalie. It's okay to question you. I mean, I'm okay with people questioning me. It's when their questioning becomes something else, becomes a tool with which to get you to doubt yourself. That one's not okay. What fed who? Fed what? I'm all about food. What are you guys feeding? Jessica, everybody thinking Emmy is their twin. Yeah, you don't even know. Okay. Mamie, are you here? Let's see. Ooh, raccoons, man. I'm gonna have a raccoon friend. I'm already making a list. I'm making a list. I'm gonna have all kind of little friends. I no longer want pets. I just want wild animals. I just want to feed you. Stay wild. Go shit in the wild. Go pee in the wild. I'm just gonna feed you. Just come over for meals and then go about your merry way. All right. I think Mamie's not here right now. I think she probably had to go really quick. Let's see. Let me unmark her first. All right. Dalia Anguiano. Dalia. Okay, a general read. All right, Dalia's here. Let's see. Yeah, I was thinking of trying to order a raven. It's 3:33. It's 3:33. What I was gonna say at 3:33 was that I was gonna try and smuggle a raven into the house without Frey knowing until it was already in the house. And then I did some Googling and I found out it would be like living with me while I'm on my period. Screw that. Stay wild. I will just feed you. All right, let's Dalia. Dalia. Am I saying your name right? Am I saying that right? I'm totally like, I don't want to live with myself. Why would I want to live with myself? All pissed off all the time? All butt hurt? Can't get over it? I don't want to live with that. All right. Ooh, okay. So, Dalia, you have card number 37, focus on the light. I think what's Dalia? Dalia? Boo boo. Can I call you boo boo? Boo boo. You gotta focus on the light. I think right now you're going through the early stages of a dark night of the soul. And so you're going to be challenged to remember that you're not all consumed by darkness. Okay. A fire, a light doesn't realize how bright it shines until it's surrounded by darkness. And that's why this process is necessary. Okay. You've been doing a lot of self-doubt, a lot of really harsh internal talk. And some of it's real mean, just like real mean. I almost want to say it's not even you that's saying it, but you're being influenced to think these things about yourself. This is a reminder, card number 33, you are heaven sent. You're heaven sent. Recognize that about yourself. You're getting guidance from your highest self. This is messages directly from soul. These are messages from God. And what's going on is that because you don't believe in yourself, you convince yourself that no, it's just a coincidence. No, I'm just making this up. And you're very intuitive. You're very, very intuitive. I think there's a circumstance going on in your life right now that it what what's going on is that, how would I explain this? It hurts you to admit that this circumstance is going on because it makes you feel as though you're less than what you actually are, that you deserve less than what you actually deserve. And admitting to yourself that this is going on kind of amplifies that feeling. But the more you ignore it, the more you try and pass off these feelings that you're getting, the intuitive hits that you're getting, the more intense the situation gets. So you have to make sure that you listen to what your soul is saying. You have to confront whatever the circumstance is. Avoidance is a surefire way to get this circumstance to become amplified and much more difficult. So just remember that, okay? Card number 11, diving for light. Sometimes you have to dive very deep into the trenches of your heart in order to see the light within your core. Okay. And when you dive very deep into the trenches of your heart, what ends up happening is the deeper you dive, the more greater the pressure is. But you also have to understand these are your waters. This is your heart. It will not hurt you. That pressure is to make you fight for that part of yourself, to retrieve that part of yourself, and you're worth the fight. Okay? You are worth the fight. So just believe in yourself, and I'm not talking about being that whole cliche, cheesy ass, believe in yourself. No, like you really have to believe that you are getting this information that you're getting. You're not just making it up. It's not just your imagination. You actually have a very developed intuition. So go with it. Allow yourself to guide yourself. Okay? You're not alone in this journey. You are holding your own hand. You are the light in your own darkness. You just have to stop turning away from yourself. Okay? Let's see. Give me 1 second. Hey, Daddy. Daddy, are you still on this live?
I already did it.
You already removed it?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's go to the next one. Mamie, are you here? Yay, Liquida's here. Oh, you were just questioning yourself the other day. Aw, good. Let yourself really trust in your ability. You have a highly developed ability, okay? Stop passing it off as something less than it actually is. It's okay, Mamie. Okay, why are Scorpios viewed as the darkest side of all signs? Because that's how you want to be viewed. That's why. Let me just mark you, Mimi. All right. Let's see. 6 of cards. Here you go. Ooh, okay. Mimi, 4, against the grain. So you have taken the plunge. You're now swimming in your own waters, naked in your truth. But But you still have those thoughts, like the seagulls, that want to claim ownership over your sovereignty, that want to control the way in which you swim, the direction, the depth. You have to step away from that monkey mind, the seagulls constantly yelling, mine, mine, mine. You cannot be owned, not even by your mind. You are a sovereign soul. You're here in this body temporarily. That mind will wither away along with the body, but the soul is always and will forever be immortal. Okay? So remember that. You don't have to feel like a sacred fool. That's you, again, naked in your truth. But look, you're the one calling the shots. Don't allow yourself to convince yourself that something outside of you is in control of your path, is in control of the theater that is your life. Now, you have card number 26, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. You have to allow yourself to just sit in silence. Your mind is constantly going. It's a go, 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 nonstop go. And I can totally relate because my mind is always a go, go, go as well. And it's when I really consciously decide, right now, I'm going to sit, sit, sit. I'm just going to sit here and be quiet and just let my mind go wherever it needs to go. Let myself feel whatever I need to feel. And then the epiphanies come. So, I mean, with these three cards paired together, this is your higher self telling you that you can get through this ascension cycle that you've been in. You've been in this same cycle for a bit now, a few months, I think it was. And there's no point in being on a hamster wheel. Okay. It's this feeling that because you're so focused on doing this right, it's become a hamster wheel. You're just going round and round the same things, checking over and over and over. I also get this this visual of, like, you know, someone who has clinical OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, where they'll go and they'll check the lock, they'll lock it, unlock it, lock it again, and then they'll go do something else and then check the lock again, unlock it, lock it, unlock it. It's like you're doing that. It's like you keep unlocking things to make sure that you've already locked them, knowing you already locked them. So you're doing that on a spiritual level. It's a waste of your energy. It's a waste of your focus. Just release, let it go, and allow yourself to really dive even deeper into the greatness that you are, the greatness you're becoming. Okay, because you're reaching much higher levels than you realize, and you're just being distracted at this point with continuing to check things you've already done, things you've already learned. So I hope that makes sense. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Let's see. You know, I should probably apologize for the amount of salt in that Scorpio comment. I'm just, I'm going through my own little thing. All right. Okay, makes sense. Awesome. Awesome. You're welcome, Mimi. All right, Jessica Barr. Let's see. Dark matter clearing. Okay. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and do this. So Jessica Barr. And if you guys would like to purchase an expedited request, it's there, right there. All right, Jessica's here. Let me just untangle my stuff. All right, so really quick before I start, Jessica, I came to the conclusion with my journey the other week. I had been doing this for some time and I totally just forgot about it. I don't know how I would forget, but I totally stopped doing this. And what I'm talking about is actively and consciously cultivating your environment. You are mirroring whatever's in your environment, just like your environment mirrors whatever's within you. So if you're going to allow, I don't know, ugly energy to be around you, ugly comments, things like that, then eventually you take that in. So I am consciously cultivating an environment that will help me to grow to my greatest potentiality. So, with that said, Daddy, if you're needing to delete people's comments, just block them, just remove them. It's perfectly fine. Just remove them because we don't need that. We need to focus on the people who are here to help themselves grow, people who are open to receiving whatever words soul has run through my mouth. Okay. And so I do apologize for the salt. I'm a little bit salty. So let's see. All right. Breathe very deep and very slow. And I don't mean people that just disagree with me, you guys, because you can disagree with me, you can question me, but the outright disrespect, things like that, yeah, you can just go. Okay, so this is a dark matter clearing. If I take down the live, I'll start another. I'm going to enter through your chest, sending sedation. You might feel like I'm vibrating you from the inside out. Just breathe. You might feel archive behind you. You might feel tingling and ice fire at the base of your skull. So, Pressure injecting solar energy. 3, 2, 1. Breathe, breathe, release, release, let it flow. How do you feel? Thank you, Liz. Yes, Claudia, I was doing a dark matter clearing. You know, a lot of people say they wish they could see what I was doing. Thank you, Jacqueline. She says amazeballs. I felt like I was kind of jump started. Awesome. You're welcome. Yeah, I could feel you detect the energy pressure injecting, and you're like, I was like, no, don't tense up. Because this type of energy, when I work with solar energy, I run it through a specific process. And so it doesn't just run solar energy through, it's almost as though solar energy is commingled with seraphim energy. And if you freeze up at that point, if you try and restrict the flow of this, seraphim energy has the ability to just bulldoze through any pathway. And then you'll have all kind of shattering and things like that. So it's best to just flow. Just flow. Okay. Yes. What Lois Collins said, how would you see? I think we all have powerful energies. Just what works for her might not progress your energy levels in a way. Yeah, we're not cookie cutter. Everyone has to do things their own unique way because you have your own unique frequency patterning. And that's why you see me doing the same service for different people, but my hands don't move the same because you're taking all kinds of different factors into consideration. Let's see. Next we have Tanya Varela. All right, let's go ahead and do your DNA activation. All right, Tanya's here. Yeah, no, if you feel everything, it just means that your apartheid filters are allowing more of the consciousness experience, collective experience to enter your field. Because we really are all one consciousness. It's just we have filters that give us the illusion of separateness. Let's see. So Tanya, breathe very deep and very slow. Okay. So this is going to be an accelerated process. I have to do chakra work to ensure the flow of energy is unobstructed. Okay. We're going to realign, purge, and rejuvenate your central chakra line all in one step. Make sure you're seated. Breathe very deep and very slow. As I do this process, you might feel as though you're being mildly lifted up out of your seat or body and expansion in all directions, okay? You might feel tingling in the center of your forehead. I'm going to enter your cranial space through there. You might feel an expansion inside your head, a stretching sensation, mildly uncomfortable inside your cranial space. You might feel pressure like your head is being filled. Ice fire, base of your skull, down your spine. Breathe. You might start to feel very sleepy. I'm sending sedation just to calm you. How do you feel? Let's see. I'm not still pixelated, am I? Yay! You feel it everywhere. Is anything too intense for you? Everything feels tolerable? And just so everyone knows, if you get energetic work done, especially if it's an activation type of expedite today, there is a very high likelihood of experiencing energetic detox. With that, it will present, the symptoms will present. You might also feel some elevated emotional rawness. And this tends to last between 7 to 10 days as your body recalibrates to the higher frequencies. Okay, good. Nothing too intense. Awesome. Alexandra, are you back? Are you here, Alexandra? Oh no. Am I still live? I think I took out my Wi-Fi. You still feel it running down your back? Awesome. Hold on really quick. Oh my God. Dang it. Let me just see if I can access through my phone. Okay. Alexandra, are you here? This was for a bioscan. Hmm. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Nikki. Okay, I'm still live. Awesome. Um, FG, you can't meditate unless there's distractions around you. You probably have something called sensory integration disorder. Um, a lot of people who are star seeds, extremely high frequency, have a tendency to have it's almost like wires are crossing, and the way the information, the stimuli is taken in, it's kind of flip flopped. Sensory integration disorder. It's basically like the smallest stimuli will be triggering like alarm bells within you. And so in order for me to be able to meditate, it has to be in a large group where I have to regulate so many other fields. I understand what you're talking about. I can't meditate for myself, but I can lead a meditation very well. The more people that participate in that meditation, the better I'm able to focus on the meditation. So let me see. I guess Alexandra is not here. All right, Desi. Desi Kadra. Dark matter clearing. Hi, Desi. Yay, she's here. Okay, let me just put this back on. All right, let's mark this with photo. Wait, what? Give me a few seconds. It's playing an ad. FG, I know what you mean. I heard my friend's phone vibrating in her purse on another level of the house with both the doors closed and her children screaming. And I was on the phone with her. And she's like, how'd you even hear that? You couldn't hear that? Okay, Desi. Moderators, all of you shield yourselves right now. Level. Level. Okay. Okay. Defend. If you're still in this life and you were part of the attempt to harm me just now, know that you've been tagged. Our memory is long. Neither I nor my counterpart will forget. May you always feel my rage burning through your third eyes. Desi, I'm going to clear you very quickly. Okay. You're breathe. All right, you're clear. How do you feel? Good. Because it's all burning right now. It's all burning. Your field, anything that was of dark matter, anything that was no longer serving you, that's all being burned up. It all disintegrated instantly, but you have a little bit of a delay, so you're going to feel it burning for a little bit longer. Just allow it to flow. I'm still observing your field. All right. Um, so what happened was that how would I explain this? You unknowingly were exposed to certain things, certain individuals that are carriers of 2M. And something attempted to use you as a Trojan to enter my space and attack me and anyone that's connected to me. And so that's why there was a need for such an elevated, intense response on my end. My energy is just, I'm still trying to get it to calm down. I tried to unlock my iPad. It's like, no. The lock's like, no. I'm calm, dude. Just open. There you go. Thank you. Okay. So let me see who's next. Oh my gosh. I'm cracking. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. You had no idea that was going on. Do not be sorry for things you had no idea. Okay? But yeah, no. They got what they earned. Okay. This is for this is for Annoy Manicom. Yes, I received yours, Dima. Annoy Manicom. You here? Am I just butchering the name? Am I butchering the names? Would this be Noi? You go by Noi? Yeah, let them. Hey, they should just be glad that it's burning in the third eye versus the crotch, because we could totally make the crotch burn. Annoy, are you here? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, maybe they had to go really quick. Alexandra Dionisio, are you here? Yeah, no, the attempts are just hilarious to me, and I can't help but be just as obnoxious. I don't know why y'all people even keep trying. This is just ridiculous. Okay, so maybe they're both not here. Let's move on to Jennifer Qatar for an activation. All right, Jennifer, are you here? Is you here? I mean, it would be one thing if it was me trying to be something that I'm not, but you can't go against the will of a soul. You know what I mean? This is part of my soul purpose. You can't undo that. As a human being, you cannot undo that. I'm sorry. You will always lose that battle. Believe me, I tried. I didn't want to do this work. I wanted to stay hidden. So here we go. All right, let's do your activation. How are you feeling? Lows. I wish to meet more crazy human beings as your. You should come to my family party. You so should. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I shouldn't say that. I found out last week that my relatives actually watched some of my live streams. Why? Why do you need to watch this? Okay, let me just play music. Love this song. Jennifer, have you been seeing like blue worms? I went to New Orleans once. I went to the French Quarters, never going back again. Okay. You haven't been seeing blue worms? Jennifer, I can't complete this activation live. Please message my page, okay? Give me 1 second. Message my page, hon. All right. Dima for a bioscan. Okay. There was something that lives in the French Quarter, and it caught wind of me. Okay. Dima, is there anything that you'd like me to scan? Anything in particular? You know what I think it's crazy? For you to ask if someone's crazy. And that's what I think is crazy. Let's see. I'm just, all right. Okay. See, just waiting to see if there was anything you wanted scanned. Free life, enjoy your time here because it's limited. So, hi Noi, I'll get to you after Dima. But yeah, Carlos, I have well, I know someone that's from New Orleans, and we were talking about this, and they're aware of that being as well. And I was like, if you ever go back home, be careful, because I had worked on him, and I was like, my energy's all over your field. This thing's gonna think you're me. You probably shouldn't go back. It's ancient too. It's definitely very ancient. It was not happy about it being summoned. Yeah. Whoever, long time ago, summoned it awake, and it's not happy. It lives there though. It's from that land. Thank you, baby. So Dima, I was just curious, do you just want a general scan? It's beyond voodoo. It's beyond voodoo. It's beyond hoodoo. This was like legit void magic stuff. Ah, thank you, Lois. Maybe, I don't know. I got super duper freaked out by that. And then on top of that, freaking how old was Ye then?
He peed everywhere.
He peed on me in the street.
This one's 14. He's like 4.
My son,
No,
one of my kids was 6 at the time, and we were trying to rush back to our RV, which was all the way on the other side. And finally, I was like, "Look, just pull down your pants and pee in the street." Boy, did I have a bourbon experience. He peed all across my legs. Okay. Dima, are you here? Getting peed on is a blessing. I mean, I couldn't even be mad. I was just like, he was staring at me while he was peeing, like back and forth, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Dima is on.
Am I just not seeing
And you
her?
just missed. Noi is illuminated goddess.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to finish with Dima.
Dima's here.
But what does she want scanned?
What?
What does she want scanned? General scan?
I think she wanted a general.
Okay. So Dima, we'll go ahead and do a general scan. It's okay, guys. It's okay. That's the life of a mom. He was started crying. "I'm so sorry, Mom." "It's okay, baby." "You just peed all over me, but it's okay. We'll go back to our RV. Mommy will take a bath in the RV. We'll be okay." All right, Dima, did you want to have anything in particular scanned? No, I see you. Okay. Okay, I'll go ahead and just do a general scan then. So let's see what's going on. Dima, when you went, when you said you were back, did your connection cut out? Did you lose connection to the live? Yes, you have quite a few latchings. One of them was very, very aggressive. They got the Buddha palm to the face. It's okay. Everything in your field is sedated right now. Excuse me. I see it primarily. So there's a major latching in your solar plexus, major latching in your 9th chakra, also on the left side of your neck, below your left ear. On top of that, there are seed. They kind of look like, how would I describe it? Well, more than, they look like seeds, but if I zoom in and look through the casing, it looks like almost like a fish egg with like a wormy fish thingy inside it. So those are all packed into your chakras, all of your 7 primary chakras, and it's starting to affect your upper chakras. Have you been having headaches? Primarily on the left side, like tension headaches right in here? Okay. We can fix this. We can absolutely fix this. This is my specialty. There is nothing that can't be undone from what I'm seeing, but you will need a private session. You can find that on my website. You need a 2M parasitic extraction. You need a 2M parasitic extraction. Now, I don't want you to freak out, okay? You're gonna be okay. I'll help you. You'll be okay. You have what looks like an energetic dagger just behind the hairline on the left side of your temple. I wasn't going to tell you that. So the dagger curves. It wasn't stuck in. It didn't like go in. It looks like a well, what do you call those? Like a scythe where it curved in and it ends right in here. Maybe like I want to say half inch, 3/4 of an inch below the bottom of your left ear. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I'll take that out and then have a private extraction done. Okay? You'd be perfectly fine. You've had this for some time. This type of latching, the gravity of it, yes, it's amplified over the past maybe month or so, but majority of these parasites you've had for multiple years, and you've been coping perfectly fine. Yeah, it's created some inconvenience. It's created some belly aches, upset tummy, things like that. But you've been perfectly fine. Okay. Don't allow yourself to get too scared just because you don't know what this is. It's absolutely correctable. We can completely remove all of these things. It's not a big deal. Okay. It's not a big deal. Do I have your permission to remove the energetic thingamabob that I found on the left side of your head? Is that okay with you? You can be fine. Okay. Just breathe. You're starting to hyperventilate. Breathe. Put your hands over your mouth, like really cover your mouth, and breathe into your hands. You need more of your exhale to be re-inhaled. Okay? You're breathing very shallow, and you're about to start hyperventilating. You're perfectly safe. All right? You're perfectly safe. I wouldn't lie to you. I just have to test the area. There's a nerve near there. I want to make sure I don't affect your nerve. I'm going to focus on your chest. You feel my hand? You're perfectly safe. Focus on your chest. You feel my hand? Feel my hand? You might feel a ringing in your left ear. You feel my hand on your chest? You might start to get dizzy. The amount of energy I have running through your field is exciting all the other latchings. I'm going to resedate them, okay? You feel my hand on the left side of your head? Feel the warmth? There's no damage. Anything done is being undone. Santos. Santos, come. Dima, put out your left hand, palm facing up. Just like this. Left hand, palm facing up. Santos. Love. Kindly bond. You might feel tingling and warmth in your left hand. So, Dima, if you felt anything in your palm of your hand, I'm leaving behind with you. I'm leaving this with you. It's one of my most cherished hydras. A hydra is a multi-headed dragon. So his name is Santos. He's bonding with your left hand right now. You are not going to be harmed any further. Okay? So I've asked him to put in check any latchings that try anything at all. The only thing they're allowed to do until you have your extraction is move their eyes around. They can look around all they want, but they're not allowed to move. They're not allowed to speak, or Santos will devour them. Okay? You're gonna be okay. Don't be scared. I know it's scary because this is probably your first time becoming aware of a circumstance that's been there. But it's fine. Like I said, you've dealt with this for many, many years, and you've been fine. You've been perfectly fine. So Santos is there. Sometimes you might smell like an earthy type of scent, almost like when you walk into a forest. That would be Santos. He smells like a forest. I'm like, bro, don't you ever bathe? He just like, no, dude, don't breathe in my direction. Don't breathe in my direction. You smell like ancient trees. That's not too cute. He likes that I say those kind of things to him. Don't worry, his feelings are not hurt. All right, let me just see what Noi had. Let's see. So it was the DNA. Thank you for being patient, Noi. Oh, you're welcome, Dima. Let's see. All right. Noi, breathe very deep and slow. We're going to go ahead and begin your activation. I know. Whenever things are crazy, that's when I get my most calmest. One of my youngest, and he's such a delicate child. We were at my friend's house and she had high bar stools and he pushed off the counter and so his bar stool fell back and I can't remember if he hit his head, but immediately I was right there right as he fell and I picked him up. You're okay. We're perfectly fine. Do you hurt anywhere? My friend was like, thank God you get calm like I do. But in my head, oh my God. It's fine. It's fine. We're perfectly okay. All right, Noi. I'm going to do an accelerated process that will, realign, purge, and rejuvenate all your chakras in your central chakra line, okay? Just breathe very deep and very slow. You might feel as though your body's expanding in all directions and that you're being lifted up, okay? Breathe. You might start to feel tingling as I prime your forehead for entry. When I enter, you might feel a slight pinching sensation in your forehead, as well as an expansion inside your cranial space. Okay, might be a little bit uncomfortable. One second. You're surging too much energy. Breathe, Noi. You may feel ice fire at the base of your skull, down your back, wrapping all around you. Noi, breathe. This is a lot of energy that's about to enter your field. Do not touch your electronics. I'm going to count down. Make sure you are not touching your electronics. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I have to awaken your Kundalini. Breathe. You might feel pulsing. I am testing all your systems to make sure you can handle this energy. You're about to get supercharged, okay, Noi? Breathe. Oh. How do you feel? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did I knock out everyone's Wi-Fi? No, there's still people here. So we're just waiting for Noi to finish her experience. Yeah, she's here, like the Energizer Bunny. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So please stay seated for a little bit. Make sure you stay seated. Energy is going to continue to surge through you more and more and more, probably over the next 30 minutes. Testing your systems, I believe you can handle even the highest levels that will be surging through you in a little bit. Okay. And if at any point you start to get kind of panicked, or freaked out, just yell my name. My higher self will know and will come to assist you. I don't feel like you would need to, but it's kind of comforting to know that you can in case you do. Okay. So yeah. You guys all felt that too. Yeah, that was so good. It's like, ooh. It was good. I liked it. Okay. Let's see who is next. Oh, you guys, Alexandra Dionisio. Alexandra Dionisio, are you here? Oh, good. Okay. You got, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I didn't take down my Wi-Fi though. I said, Michael, if you shut this live down, we gonna have problems. Ooh, it's 4:48. Love it. Yeah, no, don't drop the mic. Okay, so I assume Alexandra. Let's just see. Okay, let us see. So Rachel, if or Daddy, if you can mark down 1 minute 48 seconds for Alexandra Dionisio. That's what time she would need to go to the live. 1 hour and 48 minutes. Alexandra, wish you were here. Let's go ahead and scan you. I'm going to be doing a general scan, okay? There's a lot of stagnant energy, lower left portion of your jaw, upper throat area, right in here, around the area where your tonsil typically would be housed. It's like a low-grade infection. Where is it coming from? It's in the jaw. It seems like one of your teeth, I don't know if like you have a filling that failed or you have an impacted, it looks like it's a molar right in here. There's a infection and it's causing a little bit of swelling in your tonsil area. The energy is reading as clogged up there. So definitely make sure that you get that checked by a dentist, especially if you're feeling pain or anything like that. Get that checked. If you want to try and address a systemic infection at home, which you should absolutely see a trained licensed medical professional, but a natural option would be grapefruit seed extract. I don't have it with me. I tend to take grapefruit seed extract in the capsule form along with olive leaf extract. When you pair those two together, you have a very potent immune booster / natural antibiotic. And I've used it to successfully treat any tooth infection as I wait for a dentist. You can definitely do that. There's a lot of energy that stagnates at your throat. You don't like to talk too much about what's bothering you, about your needs. And then the way the blockages form at the throat, they're very spiky. And so that often is indicative of, first off, you not addressing your needs, not voicing your needs. And then you get real upset and begin to lash out verbally once you get triggered, once you can't take anymore. I mean, I can't really blame you for getting upset, but at the same time, you don't do your part to address the need before it becomes something this upsetting to you. You know what I mean? So it would be better if you voice the need sooner rather than waiting until you're really, really mad. This also has greatly atrophied your throat chakra. I wouldn't be surprised if you're either at the cusp or have already begun to have thyroid issues. When we have problems with the throat chakra, it often manifests as a thyroid condition. Most commonly, that would be hypothyroidism. Look online and see if any of the symptoms match up. If they do, definitely get checked by your doctor, test your levels for your whatever markers that they're looking for your thyroid. Okay. Another thing, I do sense quite a bit of systemic inflammation in the low belly. It looks as though you have a very pronounced leaky gut condition, hyperpermeable bowel. That's when the what do you call it? The lining of your gut becomes very inflamed to the point where the T junctions get damaged. Okay. When that happens, the T junctions, they serve a purpose. Their purpose is to block things that are not appropriate from entering your bloodstream, xenobiotics, things that are not digested all the way, pathogens, bacteria, things like that. The T junctions, they keep it from entering your bloodstream. Now, when you have a condition such as leaky gut, what ends up happening is the T junctions fail and things that should not be in your bloodstream start entering your bloodstream. So that's how you begin developing autoimmune conditions. Those are pretty pronounced. And food intolerances. I think you're kind of there at this point, like about to have a pretty intense um, health or digestive crisis type of feeling. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if you said that your belly's been puffy, like bloated, distended, and that it's a little bit tender. All you have to do is completely eliminate the offending foods. You have to figure out which foods are causing a reaction and eliminate that. Also, this has a lot to do with the fact that your diet, your current diet, is not compatible with your frequency. You're a rather high frequency individual, and the diet that you're on, it doesn't give you the kind of nutrients that you need. You need foods that are more grounding, foods that will kind of lower your frequency a little bit. It's a very common misperception for people to think the only spiritual diet would be veganism. Not true. It's just not true. What ends up happening if someone with very high frequency becomes a vegan for a prolonged period, their frequency jumps up far too high. It becomes almost impossible for them to relate to other human beings. They have behavioral problems. They begin to self-isolate. They also then begin to experience physiological symptom presentation, meaning their body cannot sustain veganism. Okay. And y'all can tell me whatever the hell you want trying to support veganism. I was vegan for 6.5 years, devoted vegan. And I fucked myself up because I convinced myself that I was not spiritual or a good person. If I wasn't vegan, then I wasn't good. And that's a lie. That's a lie. So I don't know what your diet is, but you need something more grounding. Okay. Some people who are high frequency can maintain a vegan diet, but you have to eat foods that are very grounding. So for someone like me, I can't. I have to have some sort of animal byproduct to drop my frequency. My frequency is too high for me to sustain a vegan diet. There's also things that are going on within your lymphatic system. A lot of your emotions are being held in because of the throat issue that's going on, and it's affecting the way your lymphatic system is working. The lymph system doesn't have an internal pump. It's not like your cardiovascular system where the heart is pumping things through and everything's circulating. The lymph is not. It does not circulate without movement. And I'm wondering if maybe if you are feeling depressed lately and you're feeling a little bit more stationary, sedentary, it might be that. Maybe you just need to walk around a little bit. Using a trampoline definitely gets your lymphatic system going. Certain types of massages, you can look on YouTube and see what kind of massages you can do on yourself to get your lymphatic system going. But it needs to be flushed. It definitely needs to be flushed. And, the lymphatic system also has to do with food intolerances. So if you are an undiagnosed celiac, if you have celiac disease and you don't know it, that's not an allergy. That's an autoimmune condition. And typically what ends up happening, and I think your liver is taxed as well, the liver gets overburdened and then it starts, all this debris starts accumulating in the lymphatic system and you start getting lumps where your lymph nodes are. It's scary because sometimes, the symptoms sounds like leukemia or something, but it's not. So if you're having these symptoms, I hope I'm just misreading you, but if you're having these symptoms and this is resonating, I would highly advise going to your doctor to be checked for sure. I mean, there's no need for you to be scared or think that something's, uh, some serious health crisis is imminent if you don't have medical diagnostic testing telling you this. Okay. I would prefer if you go to like a naturopath or a holistic type of doctor versus an allopathic doctor, because if we're going to be completely honest, allopathic doctors, modern medicine, they are not trained to diagnose nor treat hyperpermeable bowel. They are still in the very early stages of even agreeing on how to diagnose it. Whereas holistic medicine, naturopaths, they know exactly what it is, how to treat it, and how to resolve it quickly. So all of this can be resolved. It's not like a death sentence or anything like that. It's just about mindful living, mindful eating, making sure that you're addressing your needs, making sure you're vocalizing your needs. And a lot of people have this same exact problem. I would say 7 to 8 people out of 10 have the same exact problem. So there's nothing like extraordinary about this. It's a very, very common problem. Most people just ignore it. They just ignore it. It's like, oh, my belly hurts. Oh, it's okay. I'll just keep eating. It's all right. Your belly just hurts. But they don't understand. It's like a domino effect, and it gets worse and worse and worse until finally you reach that like crisis stage. And even then, the body can rebound. The body can absolutely rebound. It's not that big a deal, but you just have to address it. Okay. So that was for Alexandra. All right. Cheryl Walker. You guys, I'm closing the link. What? Let's see. All right. All right. Cheryl. Oh, wait. Cheryl, what did I need to do for you? I just randomly said your name. Let's see. Ooh, Claire Tarot. General reading. Oh, okay. Let's see if Soul has anything to add to that. There you go. Ah, thank you, Dima. Oh, I knew you were feeling super scared and you didn't know what to do. You're gonna be okay, girl. You're gonna be okay. And I don't just say that just to soothe you. Like, I really feel like everything that life brings before every single one of us, we have what it takes to get through it. It's not a permanent circumstance. You'll get through it. Eventually, the circumstance changes. So just hang in there. All right, Cheryl, one more shuffle. There we go. Ooh. Okay, first off, Cheryl, I don't remember what I said to you earlier. I don't remember what I said earlier, but you have card number 15, big, bold vision. Your higher self is giving you the ability to see things with clarity. You know the path that you're on. You know the details that you're witnessing. It has to do with a bigger picture, and you know what that picture is. Your mind isn't fully aware yet, but it's pretty darn close. It's pretty darn close to knowing exactly what this phase in your life is about. So there was an issue a few months back. Is that individual giving you an issue again? Cheryl, is that individual, have they been trying to establish contact and not at all? You just popped up on their radar again. I'm asking your higher self what this information means. Um, don't be surprised if there is an attempt to reconnect. Nothing wrong with that. But if they try, this attempt to reconnect will be to try and convince you to join their team. To join their team. I don't know why you think that's funny. Oh my God. You know what it's about. But Michael says this is part of why this card pops up. Card number 23, defend to the end the worthwhile. And what you're defending is not someone else. What you're defending is your wisdom, allowing your wisdom to exist within your reach, unmolested by others. Okay? You are extremely intuitive, extremely tuned in to soul, to source, to all of that. You have all the guidance you need, Cheryl. You don't even need this reading. You know that. But I can understand why you would get this reading, because sometimes when you're given all this information consistently, it's very, very easy for someone as humble as you to be like, you know what, I'm so full of shit. I'm so just making all this shit up about myself. I'm tooting my own horn. This is just ridiculous. And I get it. I get it. Sometimes you need a little bit of confirmation. Okay. But don't seek out that confirmation from other people too much, because then you begin climbing a very slippery slope of lack of self confidence, lack of self trust, which then leads us to this card number 2, inner trust. You have to trust yourself. Okay. You have to trust yourself. You're getting to a point where your intuition is so accurate that your soul wants you to know it's time for you to begin offering this as a service to others. Okay. Yes, as a service to others, meaning offering readings for pay, not donation, not for free. I'm talking about for pay. You have to be compensated for your time, because this is majorly a lesson in you allowing yourself to receive. In that humbleness, which is beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful, raw truth of just being humble. It comes with a very real struggle of allowing yourself to receive, of really punishing yourself and making yourself go without unnecessarily. It's time to stop that. Okay? If you don't stop that, girl, you know how the soul works. She gonna drag you by your hair through the bushes. Are you gonna charge yet? Dragging you through the bushes. You have to. I think your regular 9 to 5 job, if you haven't already started thinking of quitting, you might start thinking of quitting, and you also might start noticing that maybe they're planning to get rid of you. Okay. So this is your soul setting you up to become very much comfortable with the notion that your gift is going to sustain you. Your gift is going to take care of you the way it takes care of other people. Allow yourself to receive, Cheryl. Is it starting to slow down at work? Cheryl, you're gifted enough to give readings in such a way that can pay all of your bills, that can take care of all your earthly needs. Rise up to that challenge. The challenge isn't in your skill. The challenge is in you allowing yourself to receive. And don't sell yourself short. You know what your readings are worth. Okay? You know what your time is worth. Don't sell yourself short. You're welcome. You're welcome. You know, Jemmy, the kitty cards came out earlier and they're making a comeback right now. Wait, before I get all ballsy and salty, let me make sure I did everybody. Because I'm all like, okay, let me just make sure, because I closed the link. I did everybody. All right. Let's do a couple. Let's do a couple readings with the kitty cards. Pick a number. You're welcome, Cheryl. You're welcome. All right. Let us, wait, what the? Let me just erase all these dots that I made. Pick a number. All right, I have my, you guys already started. Number wars begin. So if you're new to this, pick a number from 1 to 100. The first number I see that matches the number I wrote will be the winner of a Kitty Claire Tarot. Let's see. Deb Lashbrook! Deb Lashbrook at 39. Deb Lashbrook, look at you. All right, Deb. That was quick. That was so quick. Joey don't even know what happened. Look, she's like, wow. That was quick. Okay, let's get Deb some guidance. Let me take this off now. I'm all hot. All right. All right, guidance for Deb. Okay, my bipolar ass. Now I'm all cold. Hello, body. Regulate yourself. Regulate yourself, body. Please. Function properly. All right, one more. Oh my God. I'm like, I knew this would come out. All right, okay. Deb, it's the fart card. So your higher self is talking about your environment, okay? You are taking in someone else's energy, their, characteristics, whatever it is, their salt. Might be mean. So be mindful of that. Don't allow that to affect you and your stance and your character, your perception, okay? Don't breathe in the fart. The next card is Space Kitty. This is about explorations and experiments. It's time for you to begin exploring the outermost limit of your comfort zone. When you do this, you stretch the limits of your comfort zone. You then expand your consciousness. It's time for that, okay? I can't remember if you were already in an ascension process. So this can be one of two things. Either you were process and then it kind of slowed down, stalled, and now it's about to kick back into gear, or you had just finished a process and now you're starting another one. I'm more leaning towards the first theory. The first theory where you were in a cycle, it's stalled, and then you're restarting. Okay? So there you go, Deb. Deb. Okay. I wanna swing from the chandelier, from the chandelier. All right, guys. Pick a number from 1 to 100. First comment I see wins. First comment to guess what I wrote, which, let me just, there you go. Oh, there you guys go. You guys already went. Let me see. And I wanna live like tomorrow doesn't exist, like it doesn't exist. I wanna fly like a bird in the sky, will my tears as they dry. From the chandelier, let us see. like tomorrow doesn't. Oh, wait. So was that it? Nope, that wasn't. Konisha! Konisha, card number 51. Konisha won. All right, guys. All right. Let's go ahead and shuffle. Okay. Kanisha needs a card. If I could just shuffle them right. I just love shuffling. I don't know what it is. I probably don't need to shuffle that much. I just like the feeling. Okay, Kanisha, you have got Queen of Spades. This is about night, dreams, and creativity. There's a lot that you have hidden within you that could really fuel your creativity. I don't know if you're looking for a way to supplement your income, but hello, Etsy. If you have a little bit of that dark side in you, let that out. Use it to make things, and I guarantee people will be drawn to it. The reason they'll be drawn to it is because when a being of light creates something with darkness, it's this beautiful commingling of two energies, and then it becomes this like a magnet. It draws people in. So if you could please just make things, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. So card number 7 of diamonds. This is about balance, self-compassion, forgiveness. This is about you not being ashamed of who you are. If you are struggling through things, if you're struggling to accept that you have parts that are not right, if you're struggling to accept that you're not vanilla, girl, let that go. Let that go. This is what gives you that X factor. Whatever you create, it's going to have this like, ooh, what is that? And people are going to be drawn to it. She says, wow, thank you. I was just thinking about new income with girl. There it is. There it is. If you like witchy stuff, if you like that dark emo type of thing. I mean, granted, we're not trying to encourage you to make like satanic tools. I'm talking about just the aesthetics, the look of it, okay? And we're not necessarily putting actual, symbols that we don't know. We're just talking about like, gothic kitties and things like that. Whatever, you have this edge to you. You have a very, very sharp edge to you. You're very edgy. And I think whatever you create, it's going to really draw people in. It's going to be like, I don't know how to explain it. Almost like a gothic Hello Kitty is what I keep. Well, that's my thing though. I like kitties, and I'm kind of, I guess, dark, whatever. But it's like that kind of edge. Okay, so go for it, girl. All right, so let's see. You want to talk about spicy water? You want me to get spicy with you? You sure you can handle my heat? You can't handle this, boo-boo. All right, we'll do more number wars. Whoops. All right, let's go. Pick a number from 1 to 100. You're welcome, Kanisha. Hi, Kristen. Rosalie Venta. You won as well. Rosalie. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm getting out my caca deck. Oh no. I don't know why I'm told to use this deck. Let's see. No, Rosalie, it's not. That's for someone else. Hold on. Changing decks. Changing decks. Oh, Jacqueline, that probably was for you. I didn't see you though. I didn't see your comment. That's why I say the first comment that I see. Okay. So, Rosalie, card number 1, after the storm. You probably just finished going through something profound in life, like a very major struggle, something that really felt as though it just broke you down and stomped on you. And you're getting back up. Okay. You're getting back up. You have your wisdom gifted back to you. The owl represents wisdom. Wisdom is knowledge put into action. Whatever you learned from this circumstance that you just finished, you have to put those things into action. You have to begin practicing this knowledge that you've gained from it. I don't know if you went through something and you feel like life is so unfair, you feel like you've been victimized. That's not the case at all. Okay? It's not, I'm not saying this to diminish what you went through because it was pretty intense. I'm not saying you're being dramatic or like too much. No, that you have to shift your perception on what you've just lived through. Okay. You are being gifted with so much in this moment, and it's up to you how you're going to use these gifts. Totally up to you. Now, one of the things that I was hearing is that just like how this card, the back of the cards have the 3 levels of awareness, like the toddlerhood, the young adulthood, and then the elderhood. You're in between the toddlerhood and the young adulthood, but it's like, well, you know how like tweeners, they want to be seen as grown, but they still don't want to stop with playing with the toys and sometimes like having little tantrums here and there. That's kind of where you're at with your spiritual growth. You have to really embrace you co-created that reality. You co-created that experience to grow you, okay? And, you know, to take what Jacqueline said one step further, the not a victim, a survivor, not only are you not a victim, not only are you not a survivor, you are a thriver. Okay. You don't have to just be a survivor. You don't have to just barely survive the events of your life. You can use them as building blocks to thrive, to create a palace for yourself where you can see all the views and still feel very protected. Okay. Use them as a part of your strength versus, you know, something that you carry, a weight, a heavy weight that you carry. All right, let's see. I probably should tell you guys I'm ovulating. So when you trigger me, I stay triggered for a while. So now, I don't know, was that you? Talking about spicy water, and now you're asking if everyone's okay? You might want to wait to comment until tomorrow. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not going to do anything to you. I might be a little bit snarky though. Oh my gosh, the solar eclipse is just messing with me. It's making me a little a little bit more Emmy-ish. Which, you know, and the truth of it is like when I see people picking on others, I'm like, yeah, I got a volunteer to pick on. I'm sorry, Kaylee. You probably You're probably a nice, amazing person. But I'm totally like, yeah, you just volunteered. I'm gonna focus all of this on you. I'm not though. I'm trying to grow from it. Baby steps. Baby steps. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna get going. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm trying to go live tomorrow. We'll see. Trying to squeeze everything in. We'll see. We shall see. If I do go live tomorrow, I'll try and announce a little bit earlier that I'm going to go live for Soulwork Sunday. If not, then maybe I can go live Monday or sometime during the week and do more readings for you guys, have more fun together. You know. Also, I have my Piscean potential workshop coming. This workshop, you don't have to be a Pisces to attend it. It's definitely a workshop that is focused on helping you reach higher levels of your potentiality, tapping back into your core, to your gifts, to the gift that you are to other people. And so this is going to be an amazing live workshop. It's going to be conducted online. If you want to be a part of that, the tickets are available on my website, meevolving.com. On the homepage, if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see the Piscean potential blah, 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 blah. Just click on that and I'll give you all the info that you need. So that workshop is going to be on July 21st. 21st. All right, guys. I'm going to see if maybe I can go live on Instagram for a little bit. I haven't, do I still exist on Insta? I don't know. I barely go on there lately. So I'm going to try and fix that by going on there right now. Join me. My handle on Insta is Emmy Evolving. I want to see you guys there in a minute. Bye, guys.